Hey guys, this is Bruce, and just wanted to give you some visa approved type news about something that's real. I know a lot of times people panic, and there's a lot of, for lack of a better word, out there, a lot of fake news, but this is not fake. So what this is, and first of all, who does this affect? This is going to affect, so I don't want people to panic if it doesn't affect you, but it's going to affect people who have any kind of visa and came into the United States and are in between getting a visa and adjusting their status to a green card. So if you already have a green card, I don't know that this affects you. And if you are, not intending to get a green card, then I don't think this affects you. This is for people who are going to adjust their status to a green card coming from a visa. That being said, here it is right here, and this is from NBCnews.com. And I'm going to show you where it is on the government site as well, so you can read for yourself. On the bottom of this post, on the bottom of this video, I'm going to put a description of where you can read more information, so you can validate it for yourself. You really should read this news on your own. And the main reason I'm doing this is so that you are aware, especially if you're one of those people who are going to be affected by it, that you're aware of what you're doing, so you don't possibly lose your ability to get a green card. All right, so there's a new possible Trump rule that would deny green cards to immigrants who took food stamps or Medicaid. There's a proposed disqualifying benefits that would include Medicare vouchers for Section 8 housing. So any kind of public charge of the state, and this is something that if you're going through the process, they already tell you, you can't use public charge type income to come into the United States. The public charges like food stamps and stuff that they're mentioning here. You already know that you can't even come into the United States. But all right, let's get some details here. All right, so Trump administration announces a proposed rule Saturday that would make it Saturday, what day is that? The 22nd. So this proposed rule would make it hard to obtain a visa or a green card for immigrants that are already in the U.S. legally. So it's not talking about illegal immigrants or anything. It's talking about people who came here legally, and then they took food stamps, Section 8 vouchers, and other things that I'll show you. So this is, let's see if I can get any more good information out of this. So if they have already been dependents on certain public benefits such as Medicaid, that's like a medical care from the government. Food stamps, that's like a voucher. It's kind of like a card that'll allow you to get food without money. And public housing. So any one of those things can make it so that you can't get a green card after coming here legally. So let me show you that this is everywhere. It's not fake news. Here's USA Today, and they're talking about immigrant advocates vow to fight the Trump plan to clamp down on restrictions on green card applicants. So yeah, this is not final. So it's showing you that some people are against it, some people are for it, but it's got to go through some process first. Just read a little bit here. This is coming from the Department of Homeland Security. It says, under a long-standing federal law, those seeking to immigrate to the United States must show that they can support themselves financially. And this has come from the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, and she says this proposed rule will implement a law passed by Congress intended to promote immigrant self-sufficiency and protect the finite resources by ensuring that they are not likely to become a burden to the American taxpayer. So that's why they're doing it. So let me show you another article here. That's the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. I believe her name is Kirsten Nielsen. Yeah, that's her name. It says immigrants who benefit from various forms of public assistance such as food stamps, or I believe it's called SNAP. I think this is the name of it right here. It's not food stamps anymore. It's Supplemental Nutrition Assistant Program, SNAP. Section 8 vouchers and a part of Medicaid. So it says under long-standing, I think I already read that one. Okay, so let me show you where this is actually real. This is real. This is valid. It's not fake news. This right here is from the actual, this is the actual Homeland Security page. It's a recent news release that came out on the 22nd. And it says, Department of Homeland Security announces proposed immigration rule to enforce long-standing laws that promote self-sufficiency and protects the American taxpayer. And it goes into detail about kind of what we just read, what it applies to, and let me see if I can find the actual public stuff that they're talking about here. Again, this is not for, it doesn't seem like, I'm reading this thing, but you can read for yourself. It doesn't seem like this is for, there's certain people it doesn't apply to. I think if you already have a green card, then I think you're good. But if you're applying for a green card, it's definitely for you. Like if you're in between where you came here on a visa and you were about to apply for adjustment of status green card, but you applied for some sort of assistance, then I think this is talking about you. I'm not a lawyer or anything, so like this is just me giving you information so you can go and read it yourself. But let's read a couple more things here. And this is coming from Department of Homeland Security news. It says, public benefits proposed to be designated for this rule: federal, state, local, tribal cash assistance, income maintenance, temporary assistance for needy families, supplemental security income, Medicaid, and I think it's a certain kind of Medicaid. Let me back up here. In making this determination, the Department of Homeland Security is proposing to consider current and past receipt of designated public benefits above certain threshold as a heavy weight negative factor. So they're gonna weight how much you actually used of the public assistance, and then that's gonna be a factor in how they determine. There's gonna be a negative factor in determining whether you get a green card. The rule would also make non-immigrants who receive or are likely to receive designated public benefits above the designated threshold generally ineligible for a change of status or an extended stay. There it is right there. That's right on the government site. And then they mention all of the types that they're considering. And it includes Medicare, SNAP, which is food stamps, institutionalization of long-term care at government expense, Section 8 housing, that's like low-income housing. Yeah, so this is pretty serious. I guess they list a few people that it doesn't apply to. It says it doesn't apply to asylum seekers, refugees, some military. Like if you're in the armed forces and you happen to be an immigrant who's serving in the military, that doesn't apply to you. And there's a couple other people that it doesn't apply to. And you can read more about the proposal here. The proposed rule is available here. So if you go here, it'll actually break it down even further. And this is what they're going to go forward with to Congress. So apparently I thought before that they would actually try to get an executive order, but they're going to go through Congress. If they're going through Congress, there's a chance that it will not pass. But you should really, if this applies to you, if you know it applies to you, then you should really dig into this and read as much as you can. And go online, because I can't tell you if it's gonna pass. I can't tell you if it's gonna affect you, given your situation. I really don't know. All I'm doing is passing information so that other people, if you are affected, that you can get through this. So, all right, guys, that's it. Stay tuned for more. Anything else that we find out, we'll be putting our green card, visa types information on this page right here on this channel. So make sure you like and subscribe if you like this kind of information. This is an open conversation. This is an exchange so that we can help one another. Let's please keep it just about visa and green card stuff. If you want to talk about something else, we got other pages and channels for that, so talk about it there. All right, see you guys later.